Hello everybody and welcome in this little short live. I will just open probably the blind because it's the day, kind of. And I would like today to speak to you as a few tricks as a software engineer you can apply. So when you are building an API, when you are building something even you don't know, for instance, in my case, I'm a software engineer with now more than 12 years of experience. However, I have never built a macOS Swift UI app. I have done some Swift back like Swift 4, Swift 3, back in the days for iOS. I have done Android apps as well with Java. I have published several apps because I have also done, and this is what I'm best at, I have been building applications even in my previous company in React Native, and I love it. React Native, TypeScript, and there are a lot of really cool UI libraries you can use. The one I was using as well was Base. Is it Base? React Base Native? I think now, Native Base. Really good one. You have also Cherokee UI. I never know how to say the name Chakra. I was so far. Chakra. For some reason, I'm not really good with that name. Chakra. I don't know for you, but for me, I know libraries and things I need to use, but I don't really pay a lot of attention on the name. So I know what it is, I know how it looks like, but the name, I don't care. I don't pronounce it loudly until I have to do it with you. So Chakra UI, and Native Base. Now apparently they are building something different, which is GlueStack.io. I will share my screen actually. It will be a little bit better for you if I share my screen. Lovely, beautiful. So yeah, GlueStack, Native Base, Chakra UI, and you have it for React Native. So a lot of really cool things. Where is it installed for React Native? There is a support. But Native Base is the one I have been using mostly. I was sure there was a adaptation for it. That's interesting. Yeah, Native Base. Well, my bad. Chakra UI, I have only used it for React, React web base and not React Native. Otherwise, custom, just custom components you can build for React Native. And yeah, so I was speaking that I like Swift, but I haven't built a macOS desktop application. And this is what I'm doing at the moment. I'm so excited because I have a clear idea of the kind of app I want to build for macOS. It has been quite a long time I wanted to build such an app and haven't done it for some reason. I was about to say because of lack of time, but no, it was just not my priority. But now I finally decided I want to do it. However, I don't know too much about building a Swift UI application, and there are not a lot of documentation out there for some reason. And the Apple Swift documentation is good, but for the macOS Swift UI, it's not great. Build macOS Swift UI. So I'm using ChatGPT. Copilot is a shame because it's not available on Xcode. It's not available. There is a tweak, but otherwise it's not available. Before you could have used app code, I think IntelliJ, but now they just retired the software. There was not enough traction. Yeah, app code. Unfortunately, the sunset of they call it sunset. So the sunset happened in December 14th, 2022. And there was actually a Copilot integration for app code. But now you basically have to use Xcode, and Xcode, there's no way to add an extension. For Copilot, you have a little trick, like I said, GitHub Xcode. You can install which one it is. The missing GitHub Copilot is that one. And so you have to install this way, and then you have Copilot. It's the only alternative, but Apple doesn't like it. There's some legal issues. So yeah, it's at your own risk, basically. Has anyone used, Xcode with Copilot? You didn't provide you have to provide a key as well. An API key. Yeah. Oh yeah, of Copilot. No, because that's weird. An API key, because normally you log in with your GitHub account and it does check if you are paying for Copilot. Boost your productivity. Yeah, you see, you pay through there. And then you have to select Copilot. Yeah, that's basically a good article actually. I like the way he wrote it. Nice one, Girish. Hopefully I say it right. It's funny, this one, I thought it was me because it's from Unsplash, that image, and I have a course, Udemy. If I just do my name, I have a replacement. Oh, it doesn't work. Why it doesn't work? Oh, yeah, no. So my text replacement with Apple text replacements are not working very well. It's a shame, such a shame. So you see, it's the same, exactly the same. So yeah, and if you want to enroll my course, feel free. I have pushed so much energy in this course. I will be so glad and so happy to have reviews from you. So React JavaScript optimization, they were speaking. But basically, normally build macOS. This lady, I think she's from Germany. It's really rare to see someone with a certain age, I think, doing really good courses. I like it because it breaks. You see, it breaks a bit the stereotype of the kind of engineers. Normally, it's male, young, or if it's girls, there are not a lot. It's really rare, but there are usually in their 20s. And in this case, it's different, and I think it's great. I love it. So she does videos about React Native. About Xcode, macOS, Swift, but she's one of the only one, basically. It's there are not a lot of courses out there, and when you use ChatGPT, because then you have to copy paste your code, since Xcode doesn't have natively Copilot, and because there are not a lot of documentation out there, you have to use Xcode, but you have to be careful to not be ambiguous. You have to mention the instructions you want exactly. So in my case, I will show to you. I have if you go to OpenAI, you can set, let me show it to you. 1 second. And so we'll be able to share that with you. It's, you have to go to customize, customize ChatGPT. Yeah, it's that one. All right. and I found it. So I will share again my screen. Beautiful. You see, it's this. So in my case, I have wrote that. Custom instruction. So customize ChatGPT custom instruction. Here we are. And I say, I am a software engineer developing a macOS 14 app using Swift UI or UI like this with Xcode 15.2, which is my latest version of Xcode, as you can see. And then communicating to Mistral AI, that's the AI I'm using, as the AI artificial intelligence API by default to Mistral AI as the default AI artificial intelligence API I use. Perfect. And you see, that's really good to do these kind of things. So I suggest you to not be ambiguous. Well, I'm so bad. I shouldn't say that. Again, also as a software engineer, we have to be careful for the limiting beliefs.
Ambiguous. Ambiguous.
Ambiguous.
Ambiguous.
Ambiguous. For some reason, I don't really use that word very often, ambiguous. So be really clear, specific, as much details as possible, and little prompt per little prompt. And just saying, like, as a software engineer, like, it adds more context. As a software engineer, I built this, how to do this, and exactly knowing in your mind. I want to use TypeScript. I want to use Yarn. I want to use Bone, and I don't want to use NPM. I want to use PNPM, for instance, or something like that. So what package manager you want to use, what language, what kind of language, what framework, the kind of endpoint, even mentioning the name of the endpoint, the payload, what you want the endpoint, what the endpoint should expect to receive, the validation. Do you want to use a specific library to validate the input, the user input, such as Zob, schema. I was using Joy 17, Joy 16, and then I was using Yop, and Zod. Sorry, it's Zod. And ZOD, Zod. Zod is a really cool one too. You also have type validation. I think that one. So you have to be specific. Type. But Zod, Yop, and Joy are the most common ones. I will open it to a private navigation to see. Oh no, it's also, I cannot read more. I thought there was another one. TS validation library. Anyways, I don't find it. A colleague of mine, back when I was working at Honeywell, he mentioned it to me. Maybe it became Zod. Is it possible? No, I don't think so. bit.dev. Oh, here. TypeScript. But yeah, validation is also really important. So you have to add context, you have to add details, and then you have to check if the result is correct. Also, it's good to ask ChatGPT to reevaluate itself. So that helps to have better generated code. So I suggest you to do this. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. It was like a little chit chat. I will try to launch a product in public quite soon with you. And I wish you a happy day, happy coding. See you in another one. I will stop sharing my screen, and yeah, good luck on everything. Just start every day, practice every day, practice your skills, especially your soft skills of being a good problem solver. That's the most important. And then by being a good problem solver, then you will be able to fix, especially to solve problems extremely well with the right programming language and the right tools. See ya.